Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. This is Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and today is Friday, August 12th. Got that right, thank you. Hope everybody's having a great start to today and looking forward to a weekend that you might be able to get together with some residents, friends, and family. We have a lot of information, as usual, scheduled for today, and I am very glad to be back. I was slightly ill at the end of last week, so I was unable to film Coffee Chat or come to Coffee Chat. So it's good to be here today with all of you. I hope all of you enjoy today's episode, and I will close it up with a few items of my own. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Dave with maintenance. A couple updates. First off, the dumpster out behind the A building and the loading dock is going to be taken out next week. Pressure washed, all seals replaced, and brought back to us in the same day. So we should be in good shape there. It should stop the problems that we're having out back there. So that's good news. Next is the fountains. Tuesday, Florida Pump will be here to repair the fountains. New motors going in, the one closest to the building, and repairing the one closest to the boat dock, as well as the one that's not working on Silverberry. Next, we got the PMs are going well. We're on Croton Court, working our way to Goldcrest and Silverberry. We will be working those 3 streets for probably the next month and a half. So please, if you make an appointment for a PM to be done, please remember to be there or to give Jennifer or CJ permission to enter if you're not home. That's all I got this week. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. We're at the end of another week. I just have a few things for you this morning. One is thank you everyone for getting all your paperwork in on time. Sign-up sheets are going out. Wait lists are being amended. Symphony sheets are pretty much done. If you haven't gotten your symphony sheet in, please return it. As of right now, everybody has gotten their requested seat. So that's good news. I also wanted to tell you that the cruise meeting from yesterday was rescheduled for next Tuesday the 16th. I'm sorry if you didn't get that message. But I've been helping Bob put together his program, and it looks like it's going to be a really fun cruise. So come down to Egret Hall, 2 o'clock on Tuesday the 16th. We also have our dinner outing next week. We're going to Aqua Grill in Ponte Vedra. And we're also going to Sand Dollar for lunch across the river in Mayport. And that's all I have for you. So I'll see you around the village.
Hi everybody, it's me, it's Susan, back again to kind of fill you in on some happenings that are coming in next week. I hope everybody's having a good morning so far. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, always remember we have Guardian Pharmacy in the Wellness Center from 9 till 1. They are there to provide you with any over-the-counter COVID tests that you would like, any over-the-counter medications, as well as any helpful advice for medications that you may be taking. So stop in, talk to them, and get filled in on Guardian. Also this Wednesday, the cycle pickup for Guardian will be Tower C and the houses. So if you have your prescriptions filled from Guardian, stop on in and pick them up. Mayo Hospital's Parkinson's Support Group will meet Wednesday, August 31st at 1 p.m. in the Mangurian Building, room 1600. So we're really trying to help everybody stay on top of all of the Parkinson's support groups that are going on, not only at Mayo, but at other surrounding places. And we're also trying to create and build a support group here for you at Cypress Village. So just, bear with us as we're going through the steps to help make that happen. And also remember, we have Sally in our telehealth group on D250. She is in the Wellness Center every Wednesday from 9 until 1, answering your questions about blood pressure and being there to help you sign up for remote patient monitoring. If you would like to do that, they will provide you with a device and track your blood pressure and help you keep it stable. So they're always there for you. And then we have the Stay Well lecture that will be coming up next Thursday in Egret Hall from 11 until noon. And the topic will be Cypress Village outpatient therapy and concierge home health. And they will let you know how they work together. And so come and find out all the good information about that. And also keep your eyes and ears open. We have the flu clinic. I've got them scheduled for Thursday, September 1st and Friday, September 2nd in the OMR. I will keep you all posted on how we're going to break everybody down and have everybody come in a timely manner so we're not all clustered in there together. So just stay tuned. And yes, you will have to fill out forms. I know how frustrating that can be, but for CVS to provide you with any type of vaccination, you have to fill out the form and sign off on it. So I have those available in the IHS office. If you would like to come by and pick them up and fill them out early, I will also have some down at Concierge, but give me a couple of days to get those printed off and down to Concierge. All right, everybody, short and sweet, but that's what I have for you. Take care.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. I've got a barrage of updates for you today. The first one being Amanda Bunting, the owner of the salon. She wanted me to let residents know that the independent living salon is open. It's just operating out of the assisted living salon and the healthcare center salon. So if you need an appointment, please call 904-222-5113. That's the healthcare salon number. Or call the assisted living salon at 904-992-4101. So just so you know, same hours, same days of operation. They're just working out of those two salons instead of the independent living, since that is still under construction. And if you go into the healthcare center for an appointment, or if you're visiting someone, please log or check in at the AccuShield kiosk. All residents, doesn't matter who you are, employees, contractors, we all have to go through the AccuShield kiosk there to check in before entering the healthcare center. So just wanted to let you all know that, because some of you might be going to that salon for the first time and don't know how the healthcare center works. So we have to have that. Pest control. So I've had a couple people ask if the pest control situation in the parking lots has been remedied. And I spoke with Dave this morning, and he installed about 2 weeks ago another pest deterrent method. So he and Pam Imholtz worked together to research the Guardian, which is a ultrasonic sound that deters various rodents, pests, things along that nature. So in addition to the humane traps that we have, the wildlife experts that come out, we also do have this ultrasonic sound deterrent. So if you notice that your pups are pulling their leash in another direction, that might be why. I don't know if it's affecting them or not, but that is up, especially near the A entrance. Parking. So while I am waiting for the parking decals and tags to come in, I think we're going to test do a trial of the D Tower resident entrance area. And I've spoken with Marcus and Ivan. We're going to put up some of those blue parking cones, since we can easily move those, in an area that we would like to block off for D Tower resident parking only. That'll be on the second floor of the garage. So I'll send out a notification to everyone when that actually goes into place, so that employees know and residents know. But just be advised, once you see those blue cones up on the second floor of the parking garage, that is to kind of rope off or designate the D Tower resident parking. We're going to have to work off of an honor system for the time being until we get those parking decals. But once we have those, then anybody with a D Tower resident parking sticker can park there. So that's just going to, like I said, it's going to be a trial basis to make sure we have an adequate number of spots marked off before we do any kind of permanent signage or striping. Wi-Fi. So Ty and I were on a call this week with our IT partners. We also had a site visit from one of our other IT folks that we've been working with. And it was determined that there are two issues that need to be resolved. One of them being the actual placement of the APs, another one being the authentication that occurs within the APs once a device connects, which is what what's causing the devices. If your mobile device connects 1 second and then drops the next, that's the authentication portion. So in order to resolve that, Data Vision is going to send an engineer on site to do a full network assessment. This is going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 days for them to complete. We're going to get the final proposal next week about the time frame, the cost, all that sort of thing. But I just want to let you know all of the data that you've been giving to me, everything that Sarah Jane's been doing from the IT committee. Thank you so much, Sarah Jane. All of that was very helpful. And so it's determined that there are in fact major, I mean, if it wasn't already clear, major issues, but ones that they knew they couldn't fix remotely. So they've decided to bite the bullet, send someone on site and do this full network assessment. It's going to be a big task, which is why I think they were holding off on it. But they've seen, like I said, through the data that it's very, very necessary. So hopefully once that assessment is performed and then we have the resolutions in place, we will be fully operational. I also want to clear up any misconceptions as well about what the Wi-Fi plan was to offer residents. The plan was always for common areas only. So all of the APs that were placed through the hallways were only ever intended for the residential hallways, not for residential apartments. So when people move in, I think they're under the assumption that, oh, there's Wi-Fi in the building, I don't need to purchase my own. That is incorrect. The goal was for you to have, for residents to have within their apartments, their own Wi-Fi through Comcast. And then that way, when they enter the hallway where their connection no longer has range, has service, they can automatically connect to Cypress Village and then have it throughout the building and in any of the common areas. So that was always the goal there. I just want to clear up any misconception. Some people are some lucky ducks where they get some of that free Wi-Fi into their apartments, but that's just an off occasion. That was never supposed to be the norm. So just wanted to clear that up. And then dining director. So we're still waiting for a couple things to come back to clear our dining director before he starts. But once we have a dining director in place, their number one priority is going to be the loon's nest. So we understand from Unfiltered and from various comment cards feedback that the loon's nest is not where it should be right now in terms of resident satisfaction or what we want to provide. So when that new dining director comes in, we just want to let you know that that's going to be the number one priority. In the meantime, we've taken some of the feedback regarding the disposables, things along those lines, and swapped them out for real plates. We've also heard some residents didn't like the real plates because they were heavier than the disposables. So you win some, you lose some, but we're going to try and keep that standard in place because it is a better overall look to have the real dishes, the real silverware, and then in cost, and in terms of costs, it saves us over time as well. Those disposable costs add up. So speaking of Unfiltered, last Friday was my first time at an Unfiltered event, and while I appreciate a lot of the feedback, I always am a proponent of that. I do not want to continue to spread negativity. The goal of something like Unfiltered should always be solution-based, not a time to complain and do it in even a disrespectful sort of fashion. Moving forward, any questions that will be asked at Unfiltered must be submitted in advance. You can do that through life@cypressvillageretirement.com, or you can do a handwritten submission into the clear box in the library. We will take all of those questions. If we do not answer them in a group, we will answer them individually. So regardless of what you submit, question or comment, you will be addressed one way or the other. So I just want to make that clear. That's, I believe, is going to be the most successful way to do this moving forward. And we're probably, honestly, only going to do 1 or 2 more. And then we'll reassess as time goes on. But I really want to keep this solution minded. With that, one of the comments that was made that I've really been thinking about a lot this past week was the comment that, residents don't mean as much to us as the employees. And that is absolutely incorrect. It is so important that we have a mutual respect for one another. If the employees didn't have residents, we wouldn't have jobs. If the residents didn't have the employees, wouldn't be served. And so it's very important that we understand how important each other is and have that mutual respect, as I mentioned. And with that, like I said, I am a huge proponent of feedback. I want to hear it. We just need to be mindful of how it's delivered. We have so many staff people here that are immigrants learning English for the first time. How many of you know a second language fluently? We have single parents who are doing everything they can to make ends meet for their children. We have those that are suffering with terminal illnesses, that are receiving treatments overnight so that they can come to work in the morning. We have people who are recently diagnosed with terminal illnesses. We have people who have lost loved ones that are very close to them. And yet they come to work because you know why? When we ask them what the best part of their day is, they say the residents. So I want you all to know that. And when it comes to providing feedback, say whatever you're going to say, imagining that that person just lost someone very dear to them. Now, how would you word that? Rather than saying, this is a joke, can you just say, you know what, I would prefer real plates over disposables. Rather than saying, the trash chute is clogged because some idiot put a cardboard box in there. Can you just say, the trash chute is clogged? I think a cardboard box is stuck in it. These are some of the comments that I have heard firsthand or seen written that are coming from our people and that frontline workers, our frontline staff are receiving. Now, all of those who are dealing with the tough stuff at home, they know that they need to leave it at the door and come in and be professionals and be business-minded once they come in. But who knows what that last, little comment will do to someone who's dealing with something that paper plates to them aren't near as detrimental as the terminal illness that they're thinking about on a daily basis. And I also had residents ask me, well, can we know who these people are who are, hurting so badly? Yeah, I'll tell you. Everyone. Everyone has something that they're dealing with, may it be big or small. So with that, I just want to remind all residents, please give us your feedback, but do it in the forums that we provide. The satisfaction surveys online, the comment cards, the Valor nominations, all of those are read by someone, if not myself, someone else in this office. And the satisfaction surveys, all of those feedback, all of those metrics, the leaders of those departments are held accountable through those metrics. So if it is trending upward, they're rewarded. If it's trending downward, they're held accountable for that. So I guarantee you, and I just want to promise you that all of the feedback that you're giving, it does not fall on deaf ears. It's part of a bigger picture. We have to take that data in order to go to our leaders and say, listen, this isn't working. It shows here, we've given you 30 days, it's still not fixed. We hold our leaders accountable without then hurting our frontline workers who are giving everything they can each and every day. So with that, I just want to thank you for all the compliments and all of the encouragement and all of the good feedback you have provided, constructive feedback. We take that, we really value that, and keep it coming. Thank you very much, and I'll see you around the village.
Hey there, my name is Carmen and I'm a physical therapist in the Cypress Outpatient Clinic, which is located right down the hall from the Wellness Center. Next Thursday on August 18th, we'll be performing balance screens in Egret Hall from 1 to 3 o'clock. If you're worried about falling, believe your balance isn't too good, or maybe your family has told you that your balance isn't the greatest, maybe you should consider having your balance assessed. Give us a call at 223-9111 to schedule an appointment. Space is limited, so you should call as soon as you can. Leave a message if I don't answer, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, our number is 223-9111, and this is for balance screens next Thursday, August 18th from 1 to 3. Thanks very much and have a great day.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Marcus, the security manager here at Cypress. I just want to update you on a few things. Most important, this is called the pipe. This is what security guards are going to be using going around doing their checkpoints throughout the facility and the exterior of the facility. Basically, they take this, they push it on the button, it makes a beep, they come back, they put it on the downloader, it shows me who did it, where they did it, the time, and the location. This is going to be a big vamped out project going on over the next 2 weeks. We're going to be running a pilot program on it here at the end of this week, probably for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And then we're going to have it officially going on full time. So if you see people running around with these, hitting checkpoints, you know why. But if there's any concerns or questions, please feel free to reach out to me as always, and have a great day.
Hi, good morning, Cypress Village, and happy Friday. It's Amy Batchelor with Innovative Home Service, and I want to take a minute to invite you all to come down and do a meet and greet with a lot of the new IHS team members. We do have a new nurse, Keandre Thomas, as well as a new manager, Chelsea Terrell. So I'd love to invite you to come down to Egret Hall on Friday, August 26th from 11 to 1:30 p.m. Enjoy some wine, some hors d'oeuvres, and just enjoy a good meet and greet so that we can talk to you about our team and what it is we can offer you here at Cypress Village. We'll put some flyers out so everybody can remember when and where to be, but we hope to see you there. Happy Friday.
All right, I'm back, and I hope today's episode has been full of information that's helpful to all of our residents. That's our ultimate goal every week when we film Coffee Chat, so hope we're achieving that. I just have a couple quick brief updates, one of which is our new dining director. His name is Hector Gonzalez. He's been hired, he is accepted. Unfortunately, as of right now, Thursday afternoon as I'm filming this, I do not have 100% start date for him. We're still waiting on some processing items to get completed. But our intention and goal is to have Hector hitting the floor, hitting the operation day one on Monday of next week. So we look forward to introducing him to all of you, as well as the operation and the rest of the staff. Hector comes to us with a lot of experience. I'm not going to get into that until we know 100% he's here on Monday, so stay tuned for that next week. Also, we've got a lot of new leaders that I don't know if you've met throughout the community. We've got our Ms. Tammy Faust and Johanna Grant and Karen Coleman in assisted living and memory care, all of which are operators or clinical leaders as well. We've got Hector, as I mentioned, here in dining services, Lester Ruiz in housekeeping, Lisa Drew, who most of you already know, in community life services, who's doing a great job. We're glad to have Lisa. So all of our leaders are intact and still showing up every day, so that's great. And the longer they're here, the more successful they're going to be and the happier they're going to make our residents. As I always tell new leaders that start with us, it's really a 3 to 6 month window before you really can hit your stride here at Cypress, just based on so many things that you really need to learn. So let's welcome all of them if you haven't already. Train room update. So as of today, probably if I'm not in Coffee Chat right now, I am with the insurance adjusters and Dave Green. We have an appointment scheduled tomorrow for Friday, late morning. We don't have an exact time, but we will have a final decision based on the insurance adjuster walkthrough tomorrow on the scope of the project and construction. So more to come on that. It won't make the newsletter either, so we'll probably have to give a special report or just update everybody next week with that information. The newsletter is coming out Saturday, so a lot of the things that we're covering here in Coffee Chat will be in writing as well. So please get your Cypress news. And I will conclude it with COVID-19. You know, unfortunately, throughout the city, we are still seeing high positivity rates, still in the mid to upper 20s, which is quite high. Still waiting for that drop to occur. We haven't quite seen it yet, but hopefully as we report next week, we'll start to see that starting the decline. But on a positive note regarding COVID, we have very limited cases here at Cypress. We have 1 IL resident and 3 assisted living residents, all of which are mild to moderate, nothing severe, knock on wood, so that's very positive. And we only have 3 staff members at this time, so that's all positive. And last but not least, I'm going to roll into birthday wishes to our Cypress Village family out there. Today, let's see if we have any birthday residents out there. We do. We have one. We have Miss Joan Fenton. Joan, happy birthday. You are the sole birthday resident out there at Cypress Village. On the 13th, we've got 2. We've got Miss Anne Marie Mullen and Mr. Roger Woodbury. Happy birthday to you too. On the 14th, we've got Miss Iverna Walters and Betty Phipp. Happy birthday, Betty and Iverna. Oh, and I missed one. Sorry, Sue. Harrelson is also on the 14th. Sue, happy birthday to you. On the 16th, we have 3. We've got Miss Elsa Rojas, Mr. John Parsons, and Miss Riznick. Happy birthday to all of you on the 16th. I'm going to roll into the 17th, Miss Lois Sullivan and Blythe Rose. And I'm going to cap it off on the 18th, and we've got Miss Georgetta Sargent and Jackie Bussey, our unit leader chair. Happy birthday to all of you. Actually, I'm going to go to the 19th because that's 7 days, and we've got a handful on the 19th. We've got Miss Lee Wyrick. Lee, happy birthday. Mr. Don Burchell. Don, happy birthday. Miss Barbara Ponitowski. Barbara, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, Miss Susan Smith. Residents, happy birthday to all of you out there in the village. I hope you have a great Friday and fantastic weekend. This will conclude today's episode, and everybody have a great one. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. How's my tie? Good? Hair good?
Amazing.
All right, good. Glasses straight? All right.
Planning director. All right, a little bit of everything today. Always. Yeah, always.
Good morning, villagers. It's been a quiet week here at Cypress Village. No, not really.
We got a new producer this week. Hey.
Last but not least, cut. I can't remember what last but not least is.